Hey guys, Cody here, KIG Outdoors. We have a fishing challenge video for y'all today. We filmed this probably about a week ago almost. I'm just now getting around to editing it, and I noticed that I did not have an intro, so I decided to make one. I wasn't going to post this video. I wasn't going to spend my time in editing this video. Main reason because this video is basically about Mr. Shaky Head catching his PB. I pretty much gave him all my footage and said, hey man, this is your video. You make this video. But something happened a week later after the challenge was over, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video. And I didn't know how else to tie it in, so here it goes. So if y'all have read the title by now, y'all probably have a pretty good idea. 2 PBs in less than a week. Broke. So stick around to the end of the video after Mr. Shaky Head catches his PB, and you'll see my PB. So y'all hang in there, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Anything counts. All the love I can get, please. It's a struggle sometimes, but I do appreciate y'all stopping by, and enjoy the video. Challenge was 2 baits, 1 finesse, or did we do finesse?
Just 2 baits.
We're 2 baits. Moving top water and moving. And the challenge was you had to be able to make a fishing lure out of whatever you could find, as long as it really wasn't fishing related. But
except
there was except hooks. You were allowed to use hooks.
Hooks, weights, and swivels.
And so I think Mr. Shaky Head and I both come up with something pretty close. This is mine. Basically, it's a spinner bait. It's not as pretty as Mr. Shaky Head's.
Look at there, boys.
But
see that?
It is homemade. I mean, in comparison, Mr. Shaky Head's got a pretty big weight on it.
Hey, we get a little up close first.
Yeah, here we'll get a little up.
Here, you just do it, because I can't reach the stupid cameras. You
let me
15.
Well, I had to. Very basic. I think you made yours out of a duck vent with a jig head and a nice piece of wire. I don't know.
Whatever it is.
Is it stainless maybe?
I don't know what it is.
Swivel, and then it's
dropped a few times.
Drops a few. That has character. I'm trying to cheat a little bit.
Swim bait hook with a trailer hook.
Yep. And he has a trailer.
The skirt's made out of a small child's bracelet.
Get the camera. So in comparison versus mine, I would give Mr. Shaky Head the W on that, on appearance. But it doesn't mean,
of course,
that it's going to work. Of course, I went with simple plastic skirt, piece of metal, swivel. Made this out of a piece of metal I had laying around with a damn worm hook. So simple as I can get.
Top water.
Top water, second lure.
You go first.
In
surprise.
In retrospect, I guess you'd say retrospect. I don't know. How would you say that? I guess keeping with the theme, I made the KIG Popper 2. Just your basic popper. You see them everywhere, but it is actually a broom handle with some hooks and.
Why is it called the Popper 2?
The Popper 1 didn't make it. the Popper 1 may have sunk. But it's very simple. This is actually a broom handle, and I actually think I'm really going to do really good with this. So,
the bass tube. The bass tube. If you've heard of a CUDA tube, look it up. It's a CUDA tube, right? But I shortened it to about 6 inches or so.
Oh yeah. You're lying to somebody.
So I shortened it up, maybe just to 6 inches or so, and put a couple treble hooks on it. It's basically just like a silicone tube with some picture wire, the stuff you hang your pictures with, and little crimps, a couple swivels, and that's it. That's all there is to it. This is going to go on the surface and rotate like that, imitating a fleeing fish. That bass is going to be like, straight out of the water and grab it. And I'm like that.
So, needless to say, let's do some fishing. Oh, consequences.
What did we come up with? Consequences. Obviously, the nut shot
Nut shot ain't gonna happen.
ain't cutting
It
it.
ain't working.
It ain't working.
We suck.
It's harder than it appears. It
Why don't
really
we
is.
do this? Instead of casting the nut shot, let's just throw something at it.
On the next challenge, we'll come up with something.
Okay,
Or
this
while,
time's
or
bragging
while
rights.
we're fishing, maybe we can come up with something.
As for now, we'll call it bragging rights. We'll
So-
figure it out. If anything, if we figure out nothing, we'll just call it bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
Best lure abilities, because we're the best. I'm the best one. You should have clear coated it. Oh, I just.
Uh-oh. Get off there. Woohoo! This thing's gonna be a 5-pounder. Oh. Huh?
That's a big one, dude. Dude, that's a big one. Oh my God. Ah! Holy sh!
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Look at that.
Oh my God, on the homemade lure.
Homemade lure. Look at his tail.
On the homemade, this is
on
a big
bed.
female. Oh my
Wow.
God, by far my
PB?
biggest fish of the year. It might be my PB, dude.
PB?
This might be a PB. Oh my God.
Let me get a hold of that. Dude, this is
That's
6 pounds.
6 easy.
This is 6
That's
pounds.
6 easy. If I cut my PB on my homemade lure, dude, my PB is just over 5.
What is it?
Oh. 634.
What?
634 right there.
PB, baby.
New PB on my homemade
Wow.
lure.
You want a picture?
Yes, I do. Son,
Let's get it back.
that's a slaunch right there. That is a slaunch.
Alright, baby. Alright, baby.
There she goes.
PB.
Well, good thing we didn't go biggest fish, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad. I got some minnows to be catching.
Yeah, that happened. I want to be the first to say congratulations to Mr. Shaky Head for catching your personal best. It was quite an impressive fish, and I am in no way or shape trying to dog you in any way, but that fish was retarded. And what I mean by retarded, I took the kids out, if you'll pay attention here, took the kids out a week later.
Mommy, we're fishing. Look.
Oh!
Hey, Mommy! Mommy! There's a fish! Oh my gosh. Look.
Oh my goodness.
Look.
I want you to look at this. David, you ain't gonna believe this, but I caught you fish. Look at that, Channing. Look at his tail.
Oh my gosh.
David, I caught you fish.
I want to hold it. Daddy, I want to just hold it. Daddy, I want to hold it. Daddy, I want to hold it. Daddy, I want to just hold it.
So guys, 2 PBs within a week. 2 6-pound bass caught within a week. I happened to catch mine on a buzz bait, gold and black buzz bait. I think Mr. Shaky Head caught his on his homemade rig. It's not very often that 2 6-pound bass get pulled out of the same hole, and it be the same fish. So me and Mr. Shaky Head got something in common now, and we both got something that we have to break before the end of the year, and that's going to be a PB. One of us has to break it, because I can't end 2017 tied with Mr. Shaky Head for a personal best. Now he gives me the unofficial weigh-in, because I told him I had a manual scale, and I told him that fish weighed 6 pounds and 6.36 ounces or something like that on a manual scale, and he said it did not count. He threw it out and he said, I will give you the same weight I had and we'll call it a tie. So I accepted it, because I don't have a digital scale. I actually got one on order, and it is coming, and I can't wait for it to come, because I will not have, I will not have that again. That fish had a week to eat minnows. He didn't take a crap. I mean, he was just heavier. I felt them both. Both times I held that same fish within a week, and mine, he definitely weighed more. But I'll give it to Mr. Shaky Head. A manual scale is not what you really want. So that's the new PB, Mr. Shaky Head's new PB, and we'll see if we can't break that in the near future.